Turning your regular bicycle into an electric bike is easier and more affordable than ever, thanks to high-quality e-bike conversion kits. Whether you want extra power for your daily commute, a boost for tackling steep hills, or an extended range, for long rides, these kits offer a flexible and cost-effective alternative to buying a brand new e-bike. With various options available, including front wheel, rear wheel, and mid-drive motor kits, there's a solution to fit every type of rider and bike. We've listed the top 5 e-bike conversion kits 2025, their key features, and important factors to consider when choosing the right one for you. Check the video description for product links. Let's get started. Number 5. Bafang Front Hub Motor Kit. Best front hub motor from a brand with a solid reputation, Bafang is a well-established maker of electric bike motors and offers a front hub-based motor. If you're not a fan of the bulky profile a mid-motor conversion system creates, you can buy this kit without a battery, but why would you? But if you sensibly also opt for a power pack, there's a choice of amp hours, and you can select either a down tube or a rear rack mounted version. The setup follows the same principles as most front-wheel e-bike conversions. First, you need to set up the wheel with a disc rotor, tire, and inner tube, and install that into the bike. Then attach the cadence sensor, so it can tell when you're pedaling and need assistance. Then attach the battery and the LCD display and you're essentially good to go. It's worth bearing in mind that although this conversion kit comes in many different wheel sizes, it is only compatible with bikes that have a front disc brake and a quick-release axle. If your disc brake bike is a newer, more expensive model, it might not be compatible, so it's worth checking first. Remember that in the UK, electric bike laws mean that e-bikes are not permitted to have a power output of more than 250 W and shouldn't propel the bike when it's traveling more than 15.5 mph. You'll have to make sure you select the right model with the relevant limitations. Number 4. Rubbee X E-Bike Conversion Kit. Best electric bike conversion kit for speed of setup and compatibility. This radically different approach from Rubbee makes for an e-bike conversion with far fewer parts. The battery and motor are housed in a single unit which powers the bike, directly turning the rear wheel with its integrated roller. Not only is the initial installation notably fast and easy, the quick-release system means that you can take off the unit for rides that you don't wish to be assisted on. At 2.8 kg, it doesn't add much weight to that of the bike, making the bike easier to handle. The range of this model is quite low. Limited to eco mode, it only offers a range of 16 km or 10 mph. Although taking the device off to charge at the other end is easy to do, and it only takes an hour to top up. There is the option to increase your range by buying additional battery modules that fit into the base unit. Up to 3 can be accommodated, which in turn increases the maximum range to 48 km/h, 30 meters, or around 23 km/h, 14 km with moderately heavy use. However, unlike many other e-bike systems, the Rubbee X supports regenerative braking, allowing you to scrub back some power on the descents. Number 3. Voilamart 48V Rear Wheel Kit. We've also tested the Voilamart kit, which comes with 6 main parts: the replacement rear wheel, the replacement brake levers, the control screen, the pedal sensor, the throttle, and the control box. It doesn't come with a battery, however. On review, we found the kit pretty straightforward to fit, although you'll need to remove the bike's crank to fit the pedal sensor, and this element of the conversion was a bit fiddly. Another potential drawback is that the connectors, which link to the control unit, aren't waterproof, with only a bag supplied to house the delicate electronics. While it does a good job of keeping everything tidy, we decided to buy a plastic enclosure, cut the wires to length, solder the connections, and then heat shrink for added protection. As for the ride, the rear wheel kit delivers plenty of power. However, since the pedal sensor only detects when you're pedaling rather than how hard you're pedaling, it delivers the power as soon as you start to turn the crank arms. Fortunately, you can quickly adjust the level assistance with 5 power options available. All in all, the Voilamart rear wheel kit is an affordable way to go electric, although it requires you to be mechanically competent to fit it, and you'll need to factor in the additional cost of a battery. Number 2. TongSheng TSDZ2 Mid-Drive Motor. Like the Bafang mid-drive system below, the TongSheng offers the same benefits of compatibility with a wide range of bike designs and a high torque for steep hills and off-road terrain. However, the TongSheng mid-drive does manage to be a little lighter than the Bafang for approximately the same power. This model doesn't come with a battery, so you'll have to source your own 36V item. As a rule of thumb, around 10 AEI will give a range of 29 km or 18 mi, whereas going up to 18 AI will typically give around 53 km and a 33 mi. So be sure to factor that in when you're making your choice. There's a huge range of batteries sold on Amazon, but GreenCell is a particular brand we'd recommend. We found fitting to be reasonably easy. As with most mid-drive systems, you replace your crank and chainring with the one provided in the kit. There's an LCD display for attaching to your handlebars, and you'll need a battery to be hooked up to the motor. Number 1. Swytch eBike Conversion Kit. The newly updated Swytch system is one of the simplest conversion kits to fit out there. The latest version, launched in August 2022, has a smaller, neater battery pack that improves the bike's dynamics and lowers its weight. There's the choice of the Air battery, 700 Gs, range 15 km, or the Max battery, 1100, range 30 km. Both use the same mount, which places the battery on the front of the handlebar. The motor sits in the front hub, and we found it to be pretty discreet. Incidentally, the new batteries will work with the original motor and pedal sensor, so if you already own the original kit, you can upgrade it with just a new battery without having to buy the whole kit again. The Swytch kit is incredibly easy to fit. It took us around 30 minutes working at a steady pace. We tested it on both a reasonably light 2-speed steel bike and a heavier Pinnacle utility bike. It transformed the ride of the 2-speed bike, making it fast, nimble, and responsive. We also found the stated range to be conservative. After 20 miles on setting number 2, medium assist, it had only used 2 bars out of 5 on the battery. With the heavier Pinnacle on maximum assist and on draggy routes, we were getting slightly under the 30 km for the Max battery. As with all e-bike batteries, range depends on the terrain, weight of the bike, and level of assistance. Great customer support makes this one of the best kits for people who are new to working on their bikes and who aren't familiar with electrics. And even if you do have a strong background in both those areas, a simple system is always appreciated. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos.